Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity for these young men and the football players and coaches and all those involved in this program to be able to display their athletic talents. Lord, I pray that you'd have your hand upon them, keep them safe, protect them from injury and harm. And Lord, I pray this would be an opportunity for them to display character and good sportsmanship. We thank you for the opportunity in athletics to develop work ethic and character. So I pray that you'd have your hand upon them, and Lord, in some way that you would be glorified in all that takes place tonight on the football field and in the stands. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Greetings and welcome. I want to play a game. 10.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Rockabye, baby, rockabye. I'm gonna rock you, rockabye, baby, don't you cry.
7.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
6.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like yeah. Here comes the, no, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like
5.
Who the boss player? Who the dirty South boss? Who the boss player? Who the dirty South boss? Who the
4.
Tonight is the night, bright lights, hype crowd, everything to throw down, everybody get loud. Tonight is the night, A-list, can't miss, when we run into the ground, everybody get down. Tonight is the night.
3.
Jamming, the clock is ticking down. Feel the chills on your skin. The fight's about to begin.
1.
We will rock you. We will rock you. It's about to go down.
Let the game begin.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control. And if you can take it, it's all about your step. And if you can play it, it's all about pain. And who's gonna make it?
And we are back as we had to take a very, very impromptu national anthem. And so you're listening to the first half here on the Red Devil Radio Network. We're getting ready for the game, and we're going to switch it over to Tyler and Glenn for a few minutes as they will take you through stats through up to kickoff. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Josh. Right as we were getting ready to go on the air and bring you into Red Devil Stadium as we normally do, the Star Spangled Banner started playing. So out of respect for our anthem, we decided to pause there and not talk over the anthem. The Red Devil Band did a great job there, and now we are finally here with you. I'm alongside Glenn Pemberton. I'm Tyler Cloud, and we're just going to take you through some of the stats for tonight's game and take you right up to kickoff here on the Red Devil Radio Network. It's good to be back, Glenn.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And we've got a great night of football ahead of us, and as we alluded to earlier, the anthem was played, and we are good to go here. It won't be long. It'll be another, it'll be another 14 or so minutes, I suppose, until kickoff. Right now it's 7:16. Now I'll make it 17 on my watch. So we're about to go into some stats here. Tyler, why don't you lead us off?
Yes, I will. Flowery Branch comes into the night at 6-1 with a 3-0 record in Region 8-5A play. They are averaging 39.9 points a game, so we'll call it 40. They are averaging 238 rush yards a game, 169 yards through the air, for a total of 407 yards of total offense. And they're also averaging right at 3 sacks a game. They have 20 on the season. So, Glenn, it looks like a pretty stiff test tonight from the visiting Falcons of Flowery Branch.
Absolutely, Tyler. I mean, as I alluded to earlier, and as I alluded to in the blog I wrote this week for the game, it's going to be an uphill battle for Loganville. Specifically, what I've looked at throughout the last couple of days is the two tailback tandem that Flowery Branch has on at their disposal. And I call them the two Maliks because both their names are Malik. We've got Malik Damons and Malik Drayton. And let me give you the specific numbers for both young man. We've got for Malik Damons, he's got 908 yards so far this year. He's averaging 6.7 yards per carry on 136 carries. He's averaging 129.7, so pretty much 130 rushing yards per game and 15 touchdowns. Malik Drake is averaging 8.1 yards per run play. He's got 609 yards in total on 75 carries. He is averaging exactly 87 rushing yards per game. That's what you can expect per game from him at least, and he's got 12 TDs and 14 in total. So 12 touchdowns overall on the ground, and he's got 2 receptions, or 2 touchdowns through the air. And something else, Tyler, to keep an eye on, we were talking about this earlier, is Flowery Branch's quarterback. They've got a great sophomore quarterback. He's pretty solid, Elijah Gainey, who's right now his numbers are looking like this. He's thrown for 1,042 yards, 9 touchdowns, and he's averaging 148.9 yards per game. And we were looking at him in practice, Ty, and he was throwing some really good play-action passes in practice. So looking at that and looking at what we just talked about, Ty, what are you envisioning for the Red Devils to have to be able to deal with tonight?
Well, I think you alluded to it in the pregame show as well, Glenn. I mean, they got 2 great backs. So the key is to stop the run, because if they're able to open up the run game, that means they can also pass off the run with the play action, which we saw Gainey warming up out here in pregame. He was throwing some pretty strong bullets to the end zone in pregame off the play action. So the key to the whole game for the Red Devil defense is to stop that rushing attack. It's a tall task. But if the Devils want to win on defense, they got to stop the run. Let's look at some of the offensive stats for the Devils, who come into tonight at 1-5 overall and 1-1 in the region. They're averaging right at 15 points a game this year. They're averaging 90 yards on the ground rushing, 115 through the air, for a total of 206 total yards of offense. Glenn, that's got to improve tonight if the Devils want any chance of walking out of youth night, pick-out night for the students with a win.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about it. They're playing a very, very strong opponent in Flowery Branch, one of the big teams and team leaders of the big teams in our region. They are going to be a team that's going to get in the backfield as far as the defensive side of the ball is concerned very quick. We got to find ways to kind of spread them out if we can. I think one of the big keys that I have is we got to get the ball down the field. We've had
Yep.
some hard times this
Yep.
year in doing that. We've also had a hard time with turnovers this year.
Yep.
We had a rough game last week, as we alluded to. We threw 7 picks. We got a fumble that was lost. One of those interceptions actually went for a pick 6, too, at the beginning of the game. Our freshman quarterback, Colton Golther, threw a pick 6 at their own 20, I believe, last week against Clark Central. So, we got to work on not turning the ball over. We've got to work on moving the ball downfield, maybe take a few different routes and few different variations of the offensive side rather than just the regular shotgun man to the far side. Just got to experiment a little bit, Ty.
Right. Having a couple sources on the coaching staff, I think that you're likely to see some wrinkles, maybe a wrinkle or two. But I think the Devils, especially if they go with Colton Gauthier, a freshman, I think that they're going to just stick with what they do and try to execute the best they can. That may seem like a lost cause to some fans, but you have to understand that with Colton being a freshman, you have to get him acclimated to what he's going to be doing the next 3 years. So I think the Devils are going to try to continue to do what they do, run the ball with Darius Hart and Prince Makuna, and I think they're going to throw some screens, as we've seen all year. I think they're going to stay with their offense, but I think with Colton you may see more of a tendency for downfield shots, which is what Glenn said the Devils need to complete to kind of open up the defense and force Flowery Branch from stacking the box to stop the run.
I think that looking at our 2 QBs and David Smith and Colton, and just kind of observing and critiquing them from our vantage point, David Smith is a guy that can beat you. He can make some good throws, but he has been prone occasionally to make some make some rough throws and miss the mark a few times. He can beat you on the ground with his feet, but I think when you look at who's a pure passer, I think Colton, our freshman QB, is a lot more prone to making some better plays and going deep down the field.
Right. And you wouldn't necessarily think that when you look at David Smith being 6'3" and a big stocky kid, but so far Colton has really thrown the ball down the field better. Now you say better with 7 interceptions last week, but I think I wasn't with you guys, but did Smith get the start last week?
He did not.
He did not. So we started Colton last week and still had some problems.
Colton threw a pick 6, but I believe that was from my having to go back and try to remember it. To my knowledge, that was his only INT.
Okay. Well, like you said, limit the turnovers. You can't give it to the other team, especially if that team is as good as Flowery Branch. I think if the Devils can hang on to the ball, and my main key to the game is hang on to the ball and keep the ball. Time of possession. If you keep it away from Flowery Branch, as simple as it sounds, if you play keep away and don't let them have the ball, their scoring opportunities are limited. So if the Devils can control time of possession, I think they have a good chance to win the game. Josh, are we going to a break? Yes, we are. We're going to come right back. We're about 5 minutes until kickoff here on the Red Devil Radio Network.
Are you and your family in search of a church home? Are you in search of a place where you and your children can grow spiritually? Then you're invited to join us at Church at the Grove at one of our 2 campuses, located in Walnut Grove and in Social Circle. Our Walnut Grove campus is located at 1050 Walnut Grove Parkway in Loganville, and our Social Circle campus is located at 1317 North Cherokee Road in Social Circle. Our service times are at 9:15 and 11, and our students meet on Wednesday night in Walnut Grove from 6 to 8 p.m. and on Sunday night in Social Circle from 6 to 8 p.m. We invite you to come and join us as we worship the Lord in song and in service with messages delivered by our pastors, Russ Butcher and Nathan Boyd. Church at the Grove, where no one's perfect, everyone's welcome, and anything's possible.
God's not dead, he's surely alive. He's living on the inside.
Oh, yes, that beautiful song, Glory, Glory to O Georgia. We hope to hear that a lot tomorrow But tonight we hope to hear the Devils fight song a whole bunch. Josh Truby, our main man, the voice of the Devils, has some captains for us as the teams begin to make their way to the tunnels. Josh.
We will start with the visiting Falcons of Flowery Branch. Their Falcons are only good on Sundays. Number 16, Miles Janus, and number 28, Tyler Blaylock are the captains for the visiting Flowery Branch Falcons. And the captains for your Loganville Red Devils, number 1, Darius Hart, number 5, Blaine Marchman, number 33, Slater Stewart, and number 88, Dylan Cash. Those are going to be the captains for tonight's ball game.
Thank you, Josh. Those are your captains, and we're fast approaching kickoff here at Red Devil Stadium. We're actually going to run a 3-man crew tonight, and we're going to see how it works. Glenn will stay with us throughout the telecast and the broadcast, the radio broadcast. We're not on TV yet. We hope to get there one day.
We're in talks. Ken Rodriguez,
yes.
Just call me, bro. Just
yes.
call me.
So we're going to do a 3-man crew tonight and see how it works out. And Glenn, we're happy to have you call the game with us tonight. You've done a great job the past couple weeks in my absence, and we're going to see how this works.
Absolutely. Looking forward to kind of pitching in and chiming in with you guys as we approach another big night of football for us, and it's going to be exciting, a fun little experiment to see what happens in the future, and looking forward to a great night with you guys once again on the Red Devil Radio Network calling the game.
I will tell you, thank you, Glenn. Sorry, Tyler,
No,
but I will tell you this. Everybody uses a 3-man crew. Just the third man is actually on the sidelines.
Yes.
So it's wonderful.
I will be calling the game, and as Josh and Ty do most of the play-by-play, I will also be updating the social media. So I'll be doing double duty once again, just to let you guys know who are actually listening. I will be doing double duty, calling the game as a 3-man and updating it for you guys who are following online.
Doing double duty as only you can, Glenn Pemberton, and it's just again great to be back in the booth with you guys. Hopefully we can pull off a little bit of an upset here at home.
It would be very, very, very nice as the Falcons have busted through their banner. It looks like retro uniforms, honestly. There are white tops, solid numbers, black, silver breeches, with red helmets with the Falcon on the side. And here comes the Red Devils, red tops, white bottoms trimmed in red, white numbers, and red helmets.
And Josh so eloquently set the picture for you. The students are in pink. It is a pink out to raise awareness for cancer, breast cancer, and for all the survivors of breast cancer. We admire you. You are strong. We look up to you for everyone that has a loved one dealing with breast cancer. You are in our thoughts and prayers as we take tonight to recognize the fight against breast cancer. We all know someone or love someone that has been affected, and keep fighting the good fight.
Absolutely.
And as we get ready to get underway here, the officials meet at midfield. The Devils already have their kickoff team at the 40-yard line. I believe Tristan Rudisale will kick off for the Red Devils. And now Flowery Branch deploys their return team, and Josh will give you the men deep to receive the kick.
I will give you that name as soon as he turns around. Number 80. Looks like I don't have an 80 on the roster they gave me.
Okay. Well,
wonderful.
The nameless man, the nameless young man.
Yes.
Will return the kickoff for Flowery Branch. And
you can always tell when it's Tristan because he's a southpaw.
Yes, exactly. The left-footed kicker will approach and put toe to leather, and we are underway here at Red Devil Stadium, coming down at about the 5 and up across the 20 to the 25, bouncing outside, breaking a tackle, and finally dragged down at about the 35-yard line, I believe was DJ Brown.
Yep, looks like DJ Brown. Yep.
Yes, and he was tackled beyond the 30 at the 33, and here to take you through the rest of the opening quarter is the voice of the Devils, Josh Truby. Josh?
Thanks, Tyler. You did a wonderful job there on that kickoff, my friend.
Thank you so much.
The Flowery Branch Falcons comes up to the line. Quarterback for the Falcons is number 17, Elijah Gainey. He's had wonderful numbers up to this point, I think over 1,000 yards passing. And he'll split 2 receivers near us, and he'll have a back. They'll put the back now behind him. There's the snap, kind of a low snap. It'll be a play action. There's the pass, man wide open in the flats. Hit low, big man, spins up to around the 40. That's number 10, Nick Lance on the reception.
Yeah, Blake May had him wrapped up, Josh, at about the 36 for about a 3-yard gain, but he bounced right off Blake and got all the way up to the 40.
That was a big, big man. What'd you say, Glenn?
Oh, I'm just going to say, Glenn and I talked about it. Play action. They're going to come out with some play action, and that's what they did on the first play.
Absolutely. Number 17, Elijah Gainey, as we alluded to, ordered the quarterback. He'll have 2 backs near him this time and 1 man near us. Now they'll split 1 as a blocker, so look for a run. They'll send a man in motion. There's the snap.
It's blown dead.
It is blown dead.
I think we're going to have a pre-snap penalty.
It's looking like in the area of... Wouldn't be false start, would just be a infraction somewhere on the offense, probably a illegal shift, as I don't think the blocker was set before the snap was snapped, but we shall see.
Yeah, we're gonna see what the call is here. Josh may be dead on the. No, it's going to be a
it's going to be substitution infraction on us.
On Loganville.
Okay. So that'll bring it up 5 yards, and good enough for a Flowery Branch first down.
Glenn, I believe we broke the huddle with 12 men that time, causing the substitution penalty.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from here at Ty. But nonetheless, that's something that we have to work on too, is minimizing those mistakes.
I believe they call them administrative penalties.
Yes,
and that's one thing you really don't want. I mean, it's kind of an unforced error as the officials meet here at about the 42. To figure out where to spot the ball. It looks like where they got the chain now, it's going to be a second down and maybe 2 yards to go for the Falcons for a first down.
I was assuming that was where they had the ball before, but obviously not. But now they're placing it back down at the 40 as they're still trying to sort this out. They're going to wave it off. And so with that flag being waved off, it's 2nd and 5 upcoming, second and 3, 2.
Yep, so
I'll get it right once.
So cancel everything we're just talking about with the flag. So
you got that
right.
right.
Off. Whistle's blown.
They'll split 3 men to the far side with 1 back. There's the snap. It'll be a give to the back, up the gut, and gets minimal on the play, maybe to the 41.
I think he may, as Davis, I believe, Malik Davis got the carry. I think he might be pretty close to the first down. He's going to be just short. Slater Stewart met him in the hole just short that time, Josh.
Third and inches. They're going to call it 1, but it looks like inches from up here. Yep, Malik Naaman's on the carry. Flowery Branch will split 1 man to the far side. That's number 2, Jalen Strown. And then Elijah will come back. Elijah Gainey will be quarterback. He'll be flanked by 2 backs as there has been a whistle blown. I guess we're waiting the officials to get in position.
Yes, they're going to mark the ball ready for play.
There we are. There's the snap. It's going to be a give to the back. And, we had him, but they had a good block. And he's to the 50, 40, 35. Finally tripped up across the 30, maybe the 25. They're going to give him the 27-yard line. Had him dead to rights, but a good block stopped that from happening.
Had him for about a 2-yard loss, and then our guy got pancaked on top of. And Damons was able to squirt out the backside for a big gain that time.
Absolutely. Glenn, just an unfortunate circumstance on that one, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. We had them there, looked like, for a big loss, but they were able to squirrel by thanks to that big block and ran upfield. That's something that we talked about as being a danger for Loganville.
Absolutely. Elijah Gainey, quarterback. He'll be flanked by number 3, Malik Damons. He will have number 7, Malik Drayton, number 2, Jalen Strone, and number 80, the young man near us.
And I think Flowery Branch took a timeout. They did.
And we're going to take one with them. You're listening to Red Devil Football here on the Red Devil Radio Network. Scoreless with 9 minutes and 31 seconds left to go here in the first.
Football anytime you want.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Download our app. Here's live play-by-play coverage of football with my dad, the voice of the Red Devils, Josh Truby, Tyler Cloud, and Glenn Pemberton. Also, go back and download a game to keep, or just re-listen to your favorite game. Red Devil Sports, anytime, anywhere.
believe me, just watch.
Welcome back here to Red Devil Stadium in a scoreless game. 9.5 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Updates you on a college score from the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. It is Syracuse 14, second-ranked Clemson 7.
Yes! Okay.
So an upset brewing in the Carrier Dome early in that ball game. Just got a text update from one of our listeners here on the Red Devil Radio Network. Well, Clemson is down early.
Keep that coming. You were right. That's almost as good as Alabama losing.
So it's getting crazy in college football. Maybe an upset will happen here tonight at Red Devil Stadium as well. Josh?
Elijah Gainey in a shotgun. 3 men near us in the back. There's the snap. Low snap. Gives it the back. He'll run to the far side. Juke and jive. Finally be hit by a host of Red Devils for a gain of about 3 on that one, Tyler.
I like this Malik Damons. He can really make some moves, really shifty in the hole. Good pursuit that time by the Devils, about a 4-yard gain.
Glenn, would you call him thunder or lightning?
Probably lightning because he's real quick and elusive. Reminds me a lot of our pro guy, Devontae Freeman.
Very nice.
But he's also pretty stout, it looks like, from up here in the booth.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a solid human being.
maybe 6'1", 6'2".
He's just as tall as Elijah.
Yeah, big back.
They'll split 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. There's the snap. They'll give it to Damons again. If it isn't broke, don't fix it, I guess. So they'll bump around all the way up. They'll probably gain about, looks like 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, they're having real success, Josh, running to that right side. And got about 3 yards that time. It's going to set up a 3rd and short. C.J. Wims was there to meet him in the hole that time.
Wow. Glenn, this is exactly what we said needed not to happen in the keys of the ball game.
Absolutely. It seems like we were accurate on our stuff, but we got to find a way to stop Damons.
Got to get off the field on 3rd down. Been a problem for the Devils a little bit thus far this year.
Yes, it has.
Gainey comes with 2 men beside him. There's the snap. It will be a give to Damons, and he will be stuffed. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Damons was the carrier, I believe.
Yes.
62 for the Devils. Carson Moore, that's who it is.
Yep.
I was struggling to remember the young man's name. Sorry, Carson, but he made a nice stop in the hole that time. No gain, and I believe Flowery Branch is going to attempt about a 37-yard field goal.
They will. You got to try to get you a number as quick as possible. Looks like number 94, Alexander Sanchez, is on to kick this 3 points. Snap, place, kick. Everything looks like it.
Oh, I think he missed it.
Nope, he made it.
He made it. I had a bad vantage point.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, we had that problem last week.
Yep.
With that, Flowery Branch scores 3-0, but a good job of the Red Devils not allowing them in the end zone. We'll be right back here on the Red Devil Radio Network.
For a new home? Then look no further than my boy Cameron Snell. Hey, it's Josh, and I bought my house from him, and it is awesome. He really listens to your needs and wants, but he fits it in your budget. You can reach him at 404-455-2549. Cameron Snell, Realtor Extraordinaire. That number again, 404-455-2549. And don't wait, because your dream house is waiting. Cameron Snell, Loganville's most trusted realtor.
Go.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Red Devil Stadium here on the Red Devil Radio Network. Flowery Branch just scored. As I'm about to update it for you guys on the social media page, they just scored with a big field goal to put them up 3-0 as Loganville is about ready to receive the ball. Tyler?
Thank you, Glenn. We're actually going to hand it over to Josh for this kickoff, and Flowery Branch in the lead.
There's the kick. I like all these handoffs up here.
Yes.
Ball's going deep towards the end zone, and that's where it will land. Automatic touchback in high school football brings it up to the 20-yard line. Or is it 25 in high school? Or is it still the 20?
We're about to find out.
The 20?
The 20, yeah. They haven't adjusted that rule to college football or the pros yet, so it'll be the 20. And that's where the Devils will start. Let's see if we can go 80 yards here.
Do you think, though, that they should?
I don't know. I mean, I think since it's already a touchback, if it crosses the plane of the goal line, you can't run it out anyway.
That's true.
So there's no reason to prevent it for safety, so I think they may just keep it at the 20.
Absolutely. Loganville comes with a up man. We will send number 4 in motion, Dante Burton. We'll give it to him, and he's got to find something. He'll bounce around to the 20. Go, Burton, 25, 30. Yanked out of bounds, but not after getting a first down. It'll be first down, Red Devils.
Yeah, nice run by Dante. I like him as a defensive player. I think that's where he projects at the next level, but in high school ball, you get your best athletes the ball, and that's exactly what we did there. good run by Dante to bounce that outside on the sweep. It's about a 14-yard gain, and the Devils will have it at the 34.
And our starting quarterback is number 12, Tanner Green. Tanner will split Blake May and Dylan Cash to the far side. We will have number 80 near us. There's the snap. It's going to be a toss out to Hart. Hart's trying to find something. Wrestled down, maybe gained 1 on the play.
Yeah, Josh, we're trying to stretch the perimeter as we've seen the Devils try to do this season with perimeter runs to the outside. The first one by Dante had a little success. Not as much there for Darius, but you might see a big one broken later in the game if the Devils keep pounding the perimeter.
Hopefully. We'll have trips near us. It looks like Josiah Wright, Blake May, and Dylan Cash near us. We will have a receiver to the far side, and Hart will flank Green. Green's checking the play. He'll get it. There's the snap. It'll be a give to Hart, who will try to make something up the gut. 40! Run, Hart, and he'll be taken down from behind, but not after getting another Loganville first down.
Yeah, shifty move in the hole. Nice job by the offensive line that time to open up a cutback lane for Darius. And he got up across the 40 to about the 44. Tackle made by Williams for Flowery Branch. Nice run there by Darius.
Absolutely. Glenn, wouldn't you say that's a fantastic run by Hart?
Absolutely. He was able to find the hole, get up into it, and move the ball for Loganville for lead first down.
We'll have 2 men near us, 1 man to the far side. Hart still in the back. We'll split him out wide. Look for a screen. There will be a screen to Hart. Hart with the catch. Goes up in between tacklers and finally taken down and pushing himself up to the 50.
Yeah, very, very good play there. We brought Darius in motion that time and just swung him out to him on a simple screen. Again, Josh, working the perimeters for some good gains. Janice that time made the tackle with the safety for Flowery Branch. Nice little 5-yard gain there to set up second and medium.
Absolutely. And if you're trying to get the perimeters, look for something up the middle to be open, wide open. We'll have 2 men to the far side, 2 men to us. Our first pass play of the game. Caught by number 2, Blake May, who's met and stood up and finally just pushed out of bounds. But he gained all the way across the 50 up to about the 47, 48.5-yard line.
Had the tunnel screen, but I believe Green, the quarterback, could have put it on him a little better. He threw it low, and Blake had to go down and get it and then try to make his move. If he hits Blake in the chest, he may be able to keep going down the field, but as it stands, only about a 2-yard gain that time.
But we're okay with completions.
Yes, we are.
Moving the chains forward.
Yes, exactly.
3rd and call it 4 for the Red Devils. Ball at the 49-yard line. Green sends Burton in motion. There's the snap. It'll be a give to Dante. Dante going to the outside. You got to go north and south, buddy. And he'll finally go north and south and taken out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds. We'll find a number, the one that knocked him out of bounds. But Dante Burton got upfield quickly, but he had to.
Yeah, it was on the far side, so it's difficult to see who forced him out. But nice job by the Flowery Branch defense that time, stringing that out as far outside as it could go. Williams, again, made the stop over there on the sideline. Minimal, I think maybe even a small loss there for Dante that time because he couldn't get the corner. A good job, side-to-side speed by the Flowery Branch defense.
Absolutely. 4th and call it 5 or 6 upcoming for the Red Devils. They're going to say 5 on the scoreboard. Ball placed at the 49-yard line. Blake May on to kick. There's the snap. There's the kick. Line drive. Caught at the 20. Taken down almost immediately. Taking the scrimmage from the 22.
Very good punt coverage that time by Loganville, Glenn.
Absolutely. And just to sum up that last little drive, I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to be able to spread the ball out for Flowery Branch. And Flowery Branch is catching on to us, and they're able to make some plays on us, and we're able to get a 3-and-out. Now they have a chance to move the ball to pad their lead through a field goal.
The Devils did pick up a couple first downs there, so there was some positive movement running the ball, but you'd like to see the Devils get a little bit more of a passing game going with Green as the game progresses.
Absolutely.
Elijah Gainey in a shotgun for the Falcons. Now they're going to split up the formation. He'll come under center, so probably look for a run, and they're going to be a false start. Yes, there will, so send them 1st and 15 for the Falcons.
Yeah, it's either a false start or an illegal formation. The way they motioned might have been illegal.
We just got the confirmation that it was a false start.
It was a false start.
Yes,
so
it was.
Somebody moved, yes. Okay, good. A backward movement there for the branch sets up 1st and long.
Tyler, take us through this play. I got to do something back here.
Yes, I sure will. As Josh takes care of some technical things, and here is a run up the middle and bouncing it, driving forward to about the 20 is Damon's for a minimal gain that time. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Wims was the one that made the tackle, about a 5-yard gain, and it'll bring it back to 2nd and 10.
Devils did a really good job of being able to recover with Damons. You got to be able to do your best to minimize his speed and elusiveness, Ty.
Yes, good analysis there, Glenn, as Flowery Branch will get in a shotgun, and one of our men jumped, but he jumped back into the defensive formation, and Flowery Branch will make a check as Gainey looks at his wristband, and now he's ready to take the snap. Here is the snap, and it'll be a run left, and trying to bounce it outside is number 1 for Flowery Branch. And, 7, Malik Draymond that time. 7, not 1. And Draymond is going to be pushed out of bounds on the far side after a gain of about 1, as Trayvon Williams was the one that forced him out of bounds that time. Gain of about 2, and it'll be a 3rd and about 8. Josh, are you back with us?
Yes, I had to take care of some technical things that was going on, but hey, it's okay. Hey, first time with 3-man crew, and we're actually doing pretty good with that one minor technical issue.
I would say so. We're still on the air, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as I know.
That's all you can ask for.
So, but no, Gainey will come in a shotgun set. He'll have trips near us with 1 man beside him. That'll be Malik Damons. There's the snap. That was going to be blown dead before the play even got started. Is it going to be delay of game? That's what they're showing. And it'll send it back another 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 14 for the Falcons.
This is exactly the kind of situation that you want to get Flowery Branch into, guys. Behind the chains, 3rd and long, and try to get off the field here on 3rd down.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Being able to minimize their offense.
And that's
let them shoot themselves in the foot. And they've done that here. They've off to a slow start here.
They're going to have the same formation. Malik Damons beside Elijah. 3 men near us. There's the snap. Elijah's got to get rid of it quick. Wide open in the flats. And he's going to get maybe back up to the original line of scrimmage. And that was number 7, Malik Drayton, on the reception. But it'll bring up a 4th and 9 for the Flowery Branch Falcons.
Yeah, really good pursuit that time on the little swing screen to Drayton that time by the Devils. They had several guys there. Trayvon Williams, I believe, was one of them. Good pursuit that time by the Devils.
Absolutely. Good defensive stand there for the Red Devils. Back deep to receive the kick is Dante Burton. He's got some speed, which is one thing I like to see him on offense, but I'm agreeing with Tyler. I think that he'll almost blocked, that he does a lot better on the defense, and he'll catch it and run up. 45, 50, been stood up right at the 50-yard line. Whistle's blowing. They're going to give him the 48-yard line. What about that from Dante Burton?
Oh, boy, I got to tell you. I'm sorry, Glenn. I got to tell you, I don't like him fielding it on a bounce. Those are the plays where you usually see muff punts, but Dante was able to make something out of it that
He
time.
had some daylight, and for what minimal sight he had, he was able to take it and make something out of it, which is what we like to see. He got about 5-10 yards there, make something out of nothing. That's going to set us up here around the 40.
Right at the 49-yard line, as we are getting ready for 1st and 10. Green's the quarterback. We'll have 2 men to the far side, 2 men near us, and Hart in the backfield. Awaiting the snap. There's the snap to Green. It'll be a give to Hart. Hart will go up the gut and find a lot of room up to the 40. They're going to be, if they give him the spot, it'll be good enough for a Red Devil 1st down.
Yes, I mean, another good run by Darius right up the middle. You might see the Devils try less on the perimeter and see if they can keep running between the tackles here the way it's been working early.
Yep, it's going to be a little short. Be 2nd and 1 for the Red Devils. Same formation, though. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. 2 to the near side, Darius Hart. That'll be Blake May and Dylan Cash near us. Looks like number 16, Max Ogletree, and Parker Blackerby on the far side. There's the snap. We give to Hart up the gut. Gets the 1st down, maybe. No, he will not. They'll say he was short. 3rd and 1.
He got pushed back there toward the end of the play. So,
yeah, pretty stout defense that time by Flowery Branches. That may just be the last play of the first period.
Wow, 12 seconds.
Yeah, this quarter went by quick. A lot of runs and a lot of not very much clock stoppage other than the timeout by Flowery Branch, and that will be the end of the first quarter.
And with that, we'll go to a commercial break. When we come back, Ty, as it's your new nickname, I guess. Tyler's going to take us through the second half here on the Red Devil Radio Network. We will be right back.
Are you and your family in search of a church home? Are you in search of a place where you and your children can grow spiritually? Then you're invited to join us at Church at the Grove at one of our 2 campuses, located in Walnut Grove and in Social Circle. Our Walnut Grove campus is located at 1050 Walnut Grove Parkway in Loganville, and our Social Circle campus is located at 1317 North Cherokee Road in Social Circle. Our service times are at 9:15 and 11, and our students meet on Wednesday night in Walnut Grove from 6 to 8 p.m. and on Sunday night in Social Circle from 6 to 8 p.m. We invite you to come and join us as we worship the Lord in song and in service with messages delivered by our pastors, Russ Butcher and Nathan Boyd. Church at the Grove, where no one's perfect, everyone's welcome, and anything's possible.
God's not dead, he's surely alive. He's living.
And we are back. I am the voice of the Red Devils, Josh Truby. It is 3-0 in favor of Flowery Branch. And here to take us through the second quarter is Tyler Cloud.
Thank you, Josh. We open up here with Devils taking possession at about the 41 of Flowery Branch. 3rd and 1 is the play. And the Devils come out of the shotgun. Here's the snap to Green, and we're going to run it forward, and we're going to come very close to getting a first down, but I think they may have spotted him short, may have lost a few yards. Darius Hart on the carry, and he is short of the first down, and that'll result in a Loganville punt.
Yep, Loganville was stood up there by Flowery Branch, didn't get anything going on that.
It was 43 in the hole that time for Flowery Branch.
That will be Ethan McKay.
Yeah, Ethan McKay made a very nice play in the hole that time as Blake May will punt. It'll be a low line drive again. Fair catch called for and made at the 17-yard line, I think, is where they'll spot it, right at the 17, and we'll stay right here with you as we have 11:20 remaining in the half, and it's only a 3-0 Flowery Branch game. Glenn, good effort so far for the Loganville defense.
Absolutely. Loganville holding its own against Flowery Branch, as we alluded to. We saw a little bit of a danger with those 2 running backs we mentioned in the pregame, but Loganville, so far so good, and Flowery Branch kind of shooting themselves in the foot as they take over here to begin the second.
As Gainey will come out, and the Falcons will be in a shotgun. Damons will be his tailback, as now he'll motion under center. Man in motion. And they're going to toss it to Damons, and he's going to get outside, and he's going to get about 4 or 5 before he is met on the far sideline. As 62 Carson Moore again made the stop for the Devils that time. Good pursuit side to side by the Devils, even though it was about a 5-yard gain.
Wow. 2nd down and 5. That was a good little side-to-side run and was able to get north and south on there for Malik.
Yeah, it's a nice run. You want to try to pick up at least 3 on first down, and that's what the Falcons have managed to do. Now they have 2nd and medium on 2nd and 5 as Gainey will come out in a shotgun again. 3 receivers will take the snap. He'll drop back to throw. Devils coming on him. Throw a slip screen right over the top of us, and they got a man in the open field. Drugged down as he gets close to the 40 by number 34 for the Devils. As Josh will get us a name on that number.
Landon Spooner.
Spooner drug him down at about the 39 of Loganville. About a 17-yard gain on that little tunnel screen that time.
That was just a nice little tunnel screen there for the Flowery Branch Falcons. Had it for a good gain as the Red Devil defense was not expecting that.
Very quick release there, too, guys, from Elijah Gainey. Did you see that? That's the spiral of that pass. It was really quick.
Gainey will set up under center, toss it here to the near side. Devils in pursuit, and we're going to stuff him at about the – oh, the ball came out and the Devils jump on it. The ball came out at the very end, and the Devils jump on it. It's going to be Carson Moore diving on the ball at the 43 of Flowery Branch.
What an amazing turn of events, as I was thought he was down before the ball came loose, but they're going to give it to the Red Devils. First down for the Red Devils.
It was very close, Glenn. It was very, very close.
Absolutely. It was a normal toss play that went to the side. In the perimeter, Loganville was able to quickly pounce on it. Ball came loose, and let's see, we're looking at the field right now. This LHS has the ball. Now we're going to blow the whistle. We have the ball now around the 50.
It's going to be at about the 43 of Flowery Branch, Glenn, as Green will take the shotgun snap for the Devils. Burton's in motion, and Green still has it. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to take off and run. 40, 35, breaking a tackle and stretching out to the 30 is Tanner Green. What a nice job eluding a man in the open field and taking off for about a 13-yard gain there, Josh.
That is called momentum. You get the fumble. Tanner Green stepped back to pass, had nothing. He had somebody in his face, saw daylight, and he got the first down.
I thought he was going to get blindsided by the oncoming Falcon, but had the presence of mind to elude the man as the Devils will scrimmage from the 30. Shotgun snap to Green. He's going to hand off to Hart in the middle and trying to sidestep a man, but he can't as the Falcons swarm him and a late flag comes in from the head official. As a face mask on Flowery Branch.
So that should be a 15-yarder, I believe.
Yeah, I do not think there are 5-yarders in high school. I think every one is a 15. Colby Adams made the tackle for Flowery Branch, and he may be the one guilty of the face mask.
Yep, it's going to go up 5 yards. No, it's going to be 5 yards.
Yeah, it is a 5 yards. He did not make the personal foul signal. So there are 5-yard face mask penalties in high school as the Devils will scrimmage from the 24. It'll be 1st and 5.
One of these days, we're going to have like a rules class in our production meetings.
Yes, we need to, yes.
So we can get the rules for high school down.
We need an official handbook.
Green's in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's going to throw a little quick screen out here to the side. 20 and close to the 15 is number 30.
Josiah Wright.
Josiah Wright, who also plays a little bit of safety for the Devils. And caught a little bit of a quick screen that time, and it will be a first down as they give Josiah call it about the 17?
That's what it looks like.
That's what the spot looks like. It's hard to see because we've got some big boys down there standing in the way of the ball.
They're saying it's at the 17, Tyler.
Yes, they are. It is at the 17. As Green is in the shotgun again as the Devils go a little bit of a hurry up here. Same play, exact same play, and Josiah Wright will get across the 15 to about the 13. As they just ran the exact same quick screen as about a 4-yard gain there before the Falcons swarmed him over here close to the Loganville sideline.
Yeah, they ran a no huddle, tried to catch the Falcons defense off guard, and got a little bit of positive yardage. It's going to be a setup at the 13-yard line.
Grant Lackey, the safety, made the tackle that time for Flowery Branch. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 from about the 13, just outside the 10-yard line.
Exact same play to the exact same player last play.
Green going to run the quick screen again. This time it is to a different man as he falls forward to the 10-yard line. We'll get a number for you.
Jackson Daniel, number 47.
Jackson Daniel, number 47.
A freshman.
He is a freshman. That 47 was worn by a good friend of mine, Cody Godfrey, if you're listening tonight. Cody made that 47 famous around these parts. But looks like it's being carried on nicely, Josh. Nice reception there.
Absolutely. It's got him close to a first down. It'll be 3rd and 2 upcoming for the Red Devils. See if we try another little slip screen like that again. Josiah Wright back in the play.
I think you may see a run here by the Devils with Darius Hart. No, you're going to see another screen to the far side. May with the catch. And I believe he's going to be a little bit short of a first down. He might have lost a yard. He did lose a yard. So the Devils will try a short field goal here with what looks to be Rudisale, I believe.
Rudisale's been pretty good on field goals for the year. This right here would tie the ball game up, and that's exactly what you need here going into the second quarter, is just to tie the ball game up and keep Flowery Branch's offense off the field.
Rudisale will attempt what looks like a 27-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is right down the gut, and it will be a tied game at 3-3 as Rudisale bangs through a 27-yarder. 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the half. It is tied at 3 here at Red Devil Stadium on the Loganville Red Devil Radio Network.
Does your business or school district need two-way radio system service and repair? How about GPS installation? If so, call Alpha Communications, located in Loganville, Georgia. Alpha is a family-run business who for 25 years has been serving the state of Georgia and the United States, installing systems in 48 states and Canada, as well as in over 140 counties in Georgia. Call them at 770-263-8843. 770-263-8843. Alpha Communications, the best communications provider in all of America.
And we are back. The game is tied 3-3 with 7:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Take it away, Tyler.
Thank you, Josh. Devils doing exactly what they need to do on both sides of the ball tonight to stay competitive. Rudisell will tee it up at the 40, and there is the kickoff, a short pop-up kick, and it is fumbled. And let's see who they give it to. The Devils think they have it.
They're calling it on. It was an onside kick all the way, but now there's a flag coming in.
There's a flag down, and let's see if we can sort this out here. No signal from the officials as to who possessed the ball.
Are they saying that we touched it before it went 10 yards? But we caught it at the 45.
That ball definitely went 10 yards. Let's see what the conversation is as the officials are meeting at the 45-yard line.
And what an awesome try on the onside kick, as Flowery Branch was not expecting it at all.
Mike Humphreys is about 10 feet away.
Loganville football!
Loganville ball as Josh gets a little overzealous there before the man even pointed
My bad.
in that direction. I mean, how did you know that was coming?
Wow. There's a walkie-talkie next to us.
Okay. I got you. So you're cheating.
Yeah, I'm not. There's no way.
Josh is cheating on us. He knew what was coming before.
No, he's being. He's using his resources to his advantage. What he's been given.
It's all in how you look at it.
It is Loganville ball as they'll give it to us at the 46.
Whistle's blown.
We will play from the shotgun there.
Wow, that was perfect.
Green with Hart to his left will take the snap and give to Darius right up the middle, across the 45, right at the 45. He is met about a 1-yard gain.
Wow, I still go back to the onside kick, and it was Loganville's football, and you've got all the momentum at this present moment in time. I will have to agree with Glenn, though. I want to see them throw the football down the field a little more.
You know what? Great call, though, by Mike Humphreys to kind of steal an extra possession right after you just tied the game. As Devils will go hurry up. 3 receivers. Hart to the left of Green again. They have an H-back in there. Green takes a snap, hands to Hart again. Hart is going to be swallowed up in the backfield. But there is a flag, I believe, that came in from the back.
I think that's just they're warming up a quarterback on the far side, I believe.
Oh, that was a ball.
Yeah, because I thought the same thing at first.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's a ball on the other sideline. Man, that thing looks like a flag coming in from
Absolutely. That's why I was on the field looking, and then I was like, okay, that's just a football.
As Hart has lost 2 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Devils from their 45, from the 47 of Flowery Branch. As Green looks to the sideline, now will take the snap. He will drop back to throw. Green looking, rolling, and looking, and he's got a man, and it's incomplete.
Hit him in his hands. That's Josiah Wright. If it hits you in your hands, you got to come down with it.
Josiah jumped to be able to make the play, and it hit him right in the midst. But he dropped the ball, Glenn, that time.
Yeah, that's just one of those deals that you kind of shot yourself in the foot there. You had the opportunity to make a play, but just let it fall out of your hands.
So the Devils come up with a crafty way to steal a possession there, but it results in a 3-and-out. Blake May will stand at his own 44 to kick this one away. The deep man for Flowery Branch, Josh will have that for you if he can spot a number.
Well, it looks like number 10, Nick Lance, but I want to get a better read on the number.
And here's May's kick. It's a little bit of a line drive, waving off the men. Did it hit a Flowery Branch player? No, it came very close as that thing was bouncing around there at about the 26, but the officials are going to say it made no contact, and the Devils will down the ball at, I believe, what will be the 24-yard line of the Falcons.
That was number 15, Grant Lackey, that was back deep.
Grant Lackey was back deep, and he waved everybody off, but his teammates almost didn't get far enough away, Josh, as that almost hit a Falcon right in the leg.
Absolutely. If I would have seen the ball change direction, I would have had to turn my mic off.
Yes. Yes, you would have. I appreciate the fact that you get excited, though. I really do appreciate it.
That's the way I am when I watch Georgia. I just yell, scream, and get excited.
As the snap, and here's a toss to the far side. And, met in the hole hard that time is Malik Drayton, who was in the game that time at tailback. Gain of about 2 that time, Glenn, as we met him in the hole.
Absolutely.
Justin Moss slid over that time from the defensive line spot to make the hit.
Drayton was able to get a toss there, and we met him
quickly for a minimal gain, which we've been keen to do all night, which has been pretty good.
Here comes another motion under center, and here's a straight handoff to Drayton, and he is going to get maybe 2 or 3 as he has met again. I believe that might have been Williams there for the Devils.
It was, but number 67, let's talk about this individual for a second. Number 67, Anthony Webster, was in the backfield and just got juked, not out of his shoes, but Malik was able to make a juke and make him miss. He was stopped dead to rights, though. Good penetration by number 67, Anthony Webster.
Miles Gadsden was the one credited with the stop that time. So now it'll be 3rd and medium, 3rd and 5. Red Devils send a blitz. It's picked up, throws and complete. Might be short of the first down that time by Gainey.
All depends on the spot.
As they're going to spot him, I would say maybe a yard short. Noah Stewart came up and hit him short of the first down. It's 4th and about a foot. Let's see what the Falcons choose to do here.
They may try to measure this.
As we may indeed, no, it'll be 4th down and less than a yard, Glenn. And it looks like they're going for this. I'm sorry, Glenn. I didn't expect them to go for it, but they are. As, they try to draw the Devils offside, and they do.
So that's going to be an automatic first down for the Falcons.
Oh, man. Just an undisciplined penalty there. As the Falcons did their regular motion. They motioned from the shotgun to under center, and the Devils jumped and gave them a free first down.
Man.
Not what we needed there, as we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. They're giving up some free yards on an unnecessary penalty. That's going to give Flowery Branch a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 and what looks to be about the 34 as Gainey's in the shotgun. Back to each side, and now are they going to motion? No, they're not. They go back to their original spots. They do bring a man in motion. He's going to get the jet sweep coming here to the near side, and he's swallowed up by a host of Red Devils after a gain of about maybe a yard. As they try to jet sweep that time.
Jalen Stroud on the carry for the Falcons.
Stroud's the one that got a little bit of a forward pitch that time, but he wasn't able to get the corner. Nice pursuit by the Devils there. Second down at about 7 from the 41.
This game's going by quick. 30 minutes, and we're already in almost the end of the first half.
I've seen that a lot this year.
As Gainey's in the shotgun, he's going to take the snap. It's a fake. We're coming on him as Moss, and he's able to trip him up in the backfield.
Wow, what a sack by Justin Moss for a loss of a lot, all the way back to the 29-yard line.
Great play by Justin Moss, not to be fooled by the window dressing in the backfield. They faked a jet sweep that time, where we're going to take what looked like a deep shot, Glenn, but Moss kept up his relentless pursuit of the quarterback that time.
Absolutely. Justin was able to get a good eye on the quarterback. He was there. His eyes were locked on the QB the whole time. He was able to quickly swallow him up and get a big sack.
It'll be 3rd and 20 for the Falcons from the 29 as we near 2 minutes left to go in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Gainey takes the shotgun snap, drops back, looks to throw, got a man out there, and he is tackled well short of the first down by Slater Stewart that time as they got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit beyond, as Stroud caught the ball that time. Gain of 12, but they needed 20, Josh.
They're actually going to credit Spooner on the tackle, but yeah, man, it was a great pursuit, but very well short. It'll be 4th and call it 7 for the Flowery Branch Falcons.
Flowery Branch, I believe they just took a timeout. So,
you know what? Thank you, Josh. Slater is 33. Landon is 34. So I was close, but I was off by one number. See, that's why you're here to help me. Thank you.
Exactly.
There is a timeout on the field. Flowery Branch just took, I believe it was their first timeout.
Yep.
It's actually their second
timeout. Okay.
They got one left. Devils have their full allotment of 3.
Okay. Two left. That was a timeout for Loganville, correct?
Oh, Loganville took a timeout, so each team now has 2. Thank you to our spotter here in the booth.
We apologize for that.
My man had me covered.
See, and when I don't have the answer, I've got friends. I'm like Pawn Stars.
There you go.
I've got friends for everything.
See, I mean, that's what we do up here. We make friends and we call the game in the booth.
Absolutely.
Flowery Branch will punt. Dante Burton is back for the Devils. Here is the kick. It's a little bit of a line drive. Dante will not field it and he'll let that thing roll inside the 20 to about the 16.
Good. That was a smart move not to try to run up and catch that one.
Yeah, they kicked it to the other side, opposite of where Dante was that time. And Devils will have a long field to go, about 84 yards if they want to add a touchdown here before the end of the half, Gwen.
We'll see what they try to do as far as managing the clock. Last week they had some time, but were elected to go into halftime, but now they have a little bit more time than they did last week, about 1:33 it looks like. So we'll see. They've got a long way to go as they have to go downfield, but we'll take a look now and see how they manage the rest of the way.
Minute 33 left in the half. Green will take the snap. He will throw a quick screen out to the far side, and it's going to bounce in front of Blake May. And we're not playing baseball here.
Nope.
Jeff Seegers, our baseball coach, would have been happy with the way May fielded that ground ball that time. But,
absolutely.
You can't hop the ball in football, so we're going to scrimmage from second down.
Got to hit him in the chest.
As it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 16 with 1:28 left.
Luckily, with incompletions, it stops the clock, so you're not having to waste a timeout. So that's good for the Red Devils there.
Green will take the shotgun snap, a delayed handoff to Hart. Hart will try to bounce in the middle and make a couple guys miss. May have gotten a yard.
Should bring up third down. They're going to take game 2 on that one, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. And who called the timeout on this one? Flowery Branch called a timeout.
Timeout Flowery Branch, as they're going to try to conserve some time to get the ball back. 1:15 is left, and I think we'll keep it right here, Josh.
We will. Loganville, if I'm not mistaken, kicked off to start the game. So we'll get it coming out of the locker room, which would be very, very good. Glenn, what did you think in the first half so far of the Red Devils?
I think they held their own great. They were able to minimize the two-man halfback tandem that we alluded to in the pregame very well, only allowing them to minimize gains. They've got the lead. They've got a tie right now, 3-3. They're holding their own right now, Josh.
Absolutely. It's good when you got a 3-3 ball game and you're playing a team that averages 40 points a game. So we've seen this exact same thing against Winder, where they were averaging 44 points a game, and we were able to hold them to 17 as we go back to add the action with Tyler.
Thank you, Josh. Real good defensive effort. Those guys play with a lot of pride, and the Devils are really swarming to the ball tonight on defense. Here, though, they have it on offense with 1:15 remaining. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 19. Green takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, and it'll be sacked. Oh, well, they didn't blow the play dead, but it will go as a sack. 43 for Flowery Branch was there. As Ethan McKay again.
Delayed whistle there for the rest, but it will go as a sack.
It was a delayed whistle, but they stopped his forward progress, and Flowery Branch will take their 3rd and final timeout with 59 seconds left as the Devils will punt here on 4th and long from deep in their own territory.
It's been a good night of football, though. It's very back and forth. It's 3-3. 59 seconds left to go in the half, so Flowery Branch trying to get as much time as possible. So we'll see. Well, they're going to reset the clock to 1:07.
Yeah, we just we can hear the radio in the booth. They're resetting it to 1:07, as you just heard Josh allude to. And Loganville holding their own right now, guys.
They are, but you really want to try to get this punt off. It wouldn't surprise me if Flowery Branch sent some guys after this punt, as they have the Devils pinned deep. Looks like about the 6-yard line, maybe. No, well, where do they have this thing spotted?
They're going to spot it, and it looks like the 18. The nose of the football touching the 18, but we might.
Not the 18. That's the 12.
Excuse me, 12.
Yep,
I'm sorry.
12. Yep.
We apologize. Our vantage point's a little bit curved from where the ball is.
So the ball's at the 12, which means May, the
We're going
punter,
to kick off from our end zone.
Will be about a step deep in his own end zone. And let's see if Flowery Branch decides to come after this. Here's the snap, and they are coming, but Blake gets it off. High hanger coming forward at the 36, 37 to make the fair catch is Lackey. And with 57 seconds left, the Falcons have a short field.
Flowery Branch has time now. They're coming into our territory. They're at the 30, around the 30. 38 to be exact. I believe they have a timeout, I just heard. So No timeouts.
No
on
timeouts
that. We
left.
just heard. Apologize for that. But Flowery Branch has the ball, and they're in position to try to take the lead here.
At the very least, they're going to try to get a field goal out of this. For Loganville, you got to try to keep them in bounds, keep the clock running, and maybe you can get to the half with a tied game here. Gainey comes out in the shotgun. It's going to be a run, and going nowhere, is Malik Gamons as Wims and Moore were there. No timeout, so the clock keeps running. 40 seconds left. And here's another shotgun snap to Gainey. Gainey's looking to throw. Gainey is going to be, incomplete. But it's going to be a flag. There's going to be a pass interference call here against the Devils.
As you can hear, the coaches here in the booth are very unhappy about that call, but it is going to be a pass interference. We'll get the word on who that's going to be called on. We know it's going to be Loganville, but who's the player called on the tie?
That's going to be an interesting question. I did not see interference there, but the officials did, and they're the only ones that matter. As they were looking for Drayton on a little bit of a deep post.
The only two Red Devils in the vicinity of that was Trevin Williams and Blake May.
And I don't think they called it on May. I think they're going to get Williams for the penalty. So with 31 seconds left, the 15-yard foul will bring it to the 23, I believe. And that is where Flowery Branch will have it with 31 seconds left.
Wow.
22-yard line.
22 is where they'll spot it. So here the Falcons will come out in the shotgun here. Gainey will take the snap, looking to throw, and it'll be caught. But no, there's another flag as the ball fell incomplete. It was not caught.
A very late flag, but they're going to call holding on defense for this one. But it was very, very late, and that'll be 10 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Flag. Are they going to get Burton there? Is that
yes.
Is that who they're going to get? Yeah,
yes.
Dante Burton on the hold.
But the Elijah was clocked as he got rid of that football.
So now there's 24 seconds left in the half. As let's see what the call is here. The officials are meeting near the Loganville sideline. It's going to be pass interference again. It's pass interference again, and that's going to put Flowery Branch, I believe, in the red zone.
That's
going to put Flowery Branch in the red zone.
Did you just get delivery service?
I believe I did. So that means I think you guys are going to have to take the halftime show for yourselves.
How did you get delivery service?
You know what? Connections are they go a long way for you.
Yeah, that's true.
The Falcons will come out in the shotgun again. They will be in the red zone as the ball is spotted at about the close to the 10. I believe the Falcons can still get a first down, though, actually, as the chains are still out. They can get a first down inside the 5.
It looks like it's going to be at the 11 is where the ball is placed.
So they can technically still get a first down at the 1. As we'll see how the Falcons play this here. You might just see 3 shots to the end zone. As Gainey's going to take the shotgun snap, look to throw, or coming on and throws, and it is tipped and incomplete. As it was almost caught off the deflection there, Josh.
Yeah, that was a little scary there, but luckily it fell to the ground. It'll bring up second down and 10 upcoming for the Flowery Branch Falcons with 18 seconds left to go in a tie ball game.
Was a good good one-on-one coverage play there for the Loganville defense. Lucky bounce for their way, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, they're going to have to defend a couple straight. Low snap, and it's picked up by Gainey. Now he's going to throw for the corner of the end zone, and it is
pass interference in the end zone.
Oh, it's incomplete, but they're going to call pass interference in the end zone.
That one was definite. I seen the push off here in the the press box.
That one was an easy call there. Gainey, nice athletic play to pick up the snap off the ground. As I think they're going to place this ball at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're Flowery Branch, you're only going to have one shot at this if you're tackling short of the goal line.
9 seconds left to go. They don't have any timeouts. It's tied 3-3. But that was pretty obvious.
Yeah, that one was not a contested call there. As The last two have been disputable in my eyes, but that one was definitely not.
And I believe they're going to call number 29 on that. That is Trevin Williams.
Yep, that's Williams, who had one-on-one coverage in the corner. As the Falcons will scrimmage now from the 2-yard line. Gainey will take the snap. He's going to throw for the end zone. It's incomplete as he threw high. Almost picked off that time.
By Blake May.
As now there's 5 seconds left.
And they're just going to send on their field goal unit and settle for the 3 points.
As that's probably a good call, excuse me, Glenn, to try to take the points here before you go into the locker room.
That's what I was about to say. A very smart call for them. Just go ahead. And you're right near the goal line. Just go ahead and kick it, chip shot, field goal, go in the half with a 6-3 lead.
It could be blocked, though, so you got to think positive.
That is true.
As here is the field goal, the short field goal from Flowery Branch. Low snap, and it is. Oh, he did make it. Oh, man, I thought that ball sliced to the left. And I didn't want to give you a premature call. They just snuck that goal through the left upright. As 6-3 is your halftime score as the half comes to a close. When we come back on the Red Devil Radio Network, Josh and Glenn will take you through the halftime show, and I'll be back with you in the third quarter. 6-3, Flowery Branch is your halftime score here on the Loganville Red Devil Radio Network.
Are you and your family in search of a church home? Are you in search of a place where you and your children can grow spiritually? Then you're invited to join us at Church at the Grove at one of our 2 campuses, located in Walnut Grove and in Social Circle. Our Walnut Grove campus is located at 1050 Walnut Grove Parkway in Loganville, and our Social Circle campus is located at 1317 North Cherokee Road in Social Circle. Our service times are at 9:15 and 11, and our students meet on Wednesday night in Walnut Grove from 6 to 8 p.m. and on Sunday night in Social Circle from 6 to 8 p.m. We invite you to come and join us as we worship the Lord in song and in service with messages delivered by our pastors, Russ Butcher and Nathan Boyd. Church at the Grove, where no one's perfect, everyone's welcome, and anything's possible.
God's not dead, he's surely alive. He's living on the
This is Coach Humphreys, head football coach at Loganville High School. Thank you for listening to Red Devil Football on Red Devil Network.
Hello and welcome, Red Devil fans. This is Mike Robinson, principal of Loganville High School. You're listening to the Red Devil Radio Network.
This is Dr. Bowman, the athletic director at Loganville High School. Appreciate all your support with Red Devil Radio and Loganville High School.
Hey, this is Coach King, head coach of the Loganville Red Devil volleyball team. Thank you for listening to Red Devil Sports on the Red Devil Radio Network.
And we are back here for the Church at the Grove halftime show here on the Red Devil Radio Network. I am the voice of the Red Devils, Josh Truby, alongside Glenn Pemberton. Glenn is currently updating our social media sites, but what a wonderful first half it was for the Red Devils, as the score as it stands right now is 6-3. Only held Flowery Branch to 2 field goals there in the first half. So that was awesome. What set up the second one was 3. I believe it was 3 pass interference calls, maybe 4, but I want to say 3. I think one of them was a hold on Dante Burton. But that's what set up their last field goal there at the end of the half. But a wonderful, wonderful first half for the Red Devils. Very, very good defense. Glenn, you're able to be on with us tonight, and it's working very well, might I add. But, man, what a wonderful first half for the Red Devils. Oh, I'm sorry.
Absolutely. It's all good. We had a little technical difficulty there. It's all good as the band gets out here on the field at halftime. But absolutely, Josh, Loganville really impressed me. Even though they're down right now by a field goal, they showed a lot of poise against Flowery Branch. They were able to limit the 1-2 man punch at the running back position that me and Tyler alluded to at the pregame, stopping them for minimal gains at best. But I tell you, had it not been for a few of those tough calls late on the defensive side of the ball, we might have still had a tied game. But what we can take away from this is that we've had worse. We've been down by worse than this. As Walnut Grove is a prime example, we were able to win our first game a few weeks back. As you and I were there to see that, we're still in this game. It's a whole new ball game. I believe we get the ball to start the second half. So a lot of positives to take away from that first half.
Absolutely, and it was loud. They're loud.
Absolutely.
Good. They're real good. Man, they're good. But anyways, so let me stop talking about the band for a second. Man, you're as you alluded to earlier, man, the 3 pass interferences and 1 holding call there toward the end put them in really great field position to set up for that extra field goal. But, man, the Devils have played outstanding defense. One of the keys of the game was to limit the big runs, and I think that Loganville has done just that so far as they've been able to get penetration behind the line. But for anything, Flowery Branch holding to a minimal gain, even if they weren't able to stop them behind the line. So it's been wonderful. One name I want to mention here that we don't mention very often is Anthony Webster. I don't know if you noticed, but when Flowery Branch had the ball on that second from last drive there in the first half, Anthony Webster got through the line with ease. He's a defensive lineman and was easily in the backfield, and could have had number 3 Malik Damons for a loss, but he just kind of juked out of arm's reach. But man, what a way for the Devils! And I wanted to mention his name specifically because I don't think we give the defensive line or offensive line enough credit. But what a way to get through to the backfield to semi-bust up that play.
Absolutely. I mean, it shows you they've been quick all night, not just with the running backs. And as we alluded to, one of the plays, big Justin Moss, able to lock eyes on Elijah Gaynor, the quarterback, and get him for a big sack. So our defense has been really quick all night tonight, Josh. I've been really impressed with the defense, and it seems like it's an even ball game right now.
Absolutely.
We can take out all that other stuff with those stats, those high numbers right now because it's 6-3. It might as well be nothing. It's even. From what I've seen, it's an evenly matched game. Loganville gets the ball, so I'm excited. I think we have a great chance to pull out something big tonight.
Absolutely, and what a way! As we said in the pregame show and before the game started, Flowery Branch has averaged 39.9 points a game. Might as well say 40 points a game, and we've held them to 6 points in the first half.
Very, very impressive. I feel much better about this game than I did about an hour and a half ago when we were doing the pregame show because I thought we were in for an uphill battle, but we've shown this half as the band is done playing. You can hear the applause there. We're holding our own against a very tough Flowery Branch Falcon team, one of the top teams in our region right now.
Absolutely.
I want to do a quick score update as you guys were talking about that big upset alert, and it's getting good right now, Josh. The big Clemson and Syracuse game. Clemson being one of the top 4 in the college football playoffs right now. As I'm looking at it right now, Clemson is down 17-14 in the second quarter with just 3:49 to go, and Syracuse has the ball. As the green dot on this particular scoreboard has the ball in favor of Syracuse. They are in control right now with the ball with a little less than 4 minutes to go. So upset alert maybe, Josh.
What a way, and you know me about upsets anyway. Anything that gets Georgia a little higher up or whoever beats Alabama, I'm perfectly okay with. So that right there is very, very good news. But the sad part about that is there's still 32 minutes and some change left to play in that ball game.
Absolutely.
And if you think Davo Sweeney's going to go in the back and just say, all right, guys, we got them where we want them, no, you're down by a field goal. You know what I mean?
It's going to be laser focus.
Absolutely. And I believe that's what's going to happen in the Flowery Branch locker room as well, is laser focus, making sure that you get your blocks, you get your keys. And if you're in the Loganville locker room, what's going on in there? I mean, you're only down by 3, but you've had some good defensive stops. Granted, you had a couple penalties down at the end of that, at the end of the first half. But to me, that'd be a positive locker room.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of encouragement going in there. I mean, we're not flies on the wall, and we don't have camera access in there, but we wish we did. But I would imagine that there's a lot of hey guys, we have held a very strong team that's put up 40 points per year to just 6, and those were on field goals,
Yes.
not touchdowns.
Absolutely.
So, let's keep the pressure on them. Let's keep attacking those two big running backs that they have, and let's see what we got here. Let's come out strong on the offense and move the ball.
Absolutely, and that would be what I would say if I was the coach. Hey, look, you've held a good team to 6 points. Let's get out here. Let's get the ball. Let's go down. Let's score. Get momentum back, and then we can do some damage. But Glenn, we're going to try to cut it short here on the halftime. Not cut it short, but we're going to have to go here on the halftime show, on the Church of the Grove halftime show, that is, as we are going to get set for the second half stream. And Glenn, you got anything else before we start the second half?
Well, I'm like I said, I've been really impressed with Loganville and their defense and the way they've been playing, hunkered down defense. I want to see that continue as we move on from halftime to the second half. They have the ball, so I want to see that transition to the offensive side. Now, I think the defense has done a great job. I want to see what the offense can do as we approach the second half.
Absolutely, and with that, we'll go to the second half stream. So if you're checking us out here on the first half, be ready. We are getting ready for the second half here on the Red Devil Radio Network, where Flowery Branch is up 6-3 here on the Red Devil Radio Network.